Elodie. Today I'm going to talk to you about magnets. I picked magnets because they're weird and wonderful and they're very interesting. So I'm going to tell you 6 interesting magnet facts. 1. The Earth is actually a giant magnet because it has a North Pole and a South Pole, just like magnets. 2. The oldest magnet is believed to be 2,500 years old. That is as old as a yew tree near Raisbury that Henry VIII proposed to Anne Boleyn under. 3. If you put a bar magnet on a piece of wood and float it, it will turn so the North Pole of the magnet faces the North Pole of the Earth, and that is exactly how a compass works. 4. If you cut a magnet in half, the newly cut faces would become the new North and South Pole. 5. People with pacemakers fitted can't go near magnets because it would stop the pacemakers working. Lastly, researchers in California have developed a material that changes colour depending on how close it is to a magnet. Now I'm going to show you some magnet tricks. So I've got, this is 1 magnet, 2 magnets, 4 magnets. And this is because of the way they stick together. Like that. And I've got 1 piece of magnetic metal and 1 piece of non-magnetic metal. And we can see which one is magnetic and which one is not magnetic. Okay. Not sticking. Definitely sticking. 1 second. And lastly, I've got, don't know how I can show you this, sort of magnet, you could say magnet cars. The south repels south and north repels north, so you can make it move. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
Well done, Elodie. 2 minutes and 26 seconds.
Wow.
So you had plenty of time to spare. I liked the interactive components of your presentation, Elodie, with the magnet cars. So well done. Let's go to Alex first for his judge's comment and question.
Thank you very much for your presentation. That was fantastic. So clearly you like magnets very much then, yeah?
Yeah, I loved doing it when we learned about it in school. It was really fun.
Fantastic. Did you know, I mean, I was reading the other day about trains, I think, in Japan, and they run on, instead of like the wheels that we have here that trains run on, they run on magnets, and they're repelled by the magnets so they can go super fast, which is really interesting.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Have you ever tried, have you done an experiment with iron filings?
Yeah, I have. I went to a museum. It had this iron filings thing, and because it had 2 magnets, and then there was all the iron filings, you could try and make a bridge. And me and Zach, my brother, made a bridge.
I love that, you know, and you can move it, and you can connect them all. And as you move the magnets, it moves everything around, doesn't it? You know, really, really cool, brilliant. Well, thank you very much indeed. That was a great presentation.
Emily, let's go to you next.
What kind of interests you in magnets? Like, and also, where did you research this information on?
Well, I read a few of them and Googled a few of them. That's mainly how. And the thing I'm most interested in magnets is probably how, if you hold 2 magnets and you face north and north and south and north south, when they repel each other, you can sort of feel it as if there's a big squishy thing in the middle that's preventing them from touching. That's probably what interests me a lot about magnets.
And Steve, you're up next.
Oh, I'm a big fan of magnets. One of my favorite experiments is when you take a spinning top and you spin it, and of course you've placed it on the one end of the spinning top is the opposing pole, so that when you place them, obviously it's spinning, and then you remove the layer between, and now the spinning top is spinning in the air, and because there's no friction, it continues spinning for hours and hours. It's really a quite amazing thing. So if you get a chance to try that, that is super cool. Now, do you think in the future we could have some sort of magnetic device that we switch on and off, known as electromagnets? And that means we could possibly even travel or fly using a device like this, because you know that squishy force you were talking about?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could switch it on and then just push ourselves and go sliding along without ever touching the ground? I mean, that would be quite cool.
Yeah, well, there'd have to be a lot bigger magnets than this for that. So if you said position one like that, well, first you have to position one behind the plane example, behind the plane that you were doing, and it would probably push it along, and then they'd have to be one sort of, so they'd be like that, and then that magnet would push it up, but there'd have to be magnets along the course to keep it up.
I hope you're going to invent it. I'd love to travel that way. That would be fantastic.
I'm going to try and invent it, because I definitely want to invent something that involves magnets. Like metal, like a homemade metal detector or something.
Very cool.
Well, I have to say, Elodie, your presentation will certainly attract science professionals and science enthusiasts. So well done. Your mission is complete. You have attracted the interest of our judges.